Carl and Dan here from Brrraaains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short. We are wrapping up our Christmas reaction video series for 2021 with Creeper same time next year, ? Did you know Creeper released a Christmas EP? You should, because we've covered it a fair bit on the site, both the EP as review and as a reaction for that horrendous Fairy Tale of New York song, probably the worst Christmas song ever created. Yes, I know that's super controversial, but it is just my opinion. I think that's the worst Christmas song ever. And
it
Creeper
sucks.
could never, yeah, absolutely. And Creeper could never, ever do anything enough to it to make me like it. It's as simple as that. But it is one of the more popular ones. We're doing something different this year, though. We're doing same time next year. I'll admit, I don't think I've listened to this EP since I reviewed it. And what was it, 2019 release? 2018,
2017.
Fucking hell.
Jesus.
That's old. Yeah. That feels like it was just a couple of years. Well, it was just a couple of years ago. It feels like it was last year, let alone that many years ago.
4 years ago.
Well, it's been a while then since I've listened to this EP. So this is going to be quite fresh in my mind. Where are we at with Creeper these days, Dan?
I think this shit now.
Oh, shame.
This is the last decent thing they released, in my opinion.
Well, that's a strong word to say the word decent. It was okay at best.
You know what I mean?
Mind you, we did watch a bit of them at Slam Dunk and did quite enjoy when they played music from Eternity in Your Arms.
Yeah. I think they released an EP recently, and I couldn't even get 3 songs into it because I was being put to sleep.
Really? I haven't listened to that EP.
It came up months ago.
Trying to find. Do you remember the name of it?
American Noir.
American Noir. Oh yeah, of course it was. Yeah, because the album was Sex, Death, and the Infinite Void. Yeah, that's my last listen of the Creeper was Sex, Death, and the Infinite Void. And while it has a couple of good songs on it, what captured me about them from Eternity in Your Arms was lacking on this album. It really didn't work for me. And what I found moreover than anything else was just how forgettable overall the album was. Whereas Eternity in Your Arms got almost completely universal constant play for a couple of months, at least a select half of that album. Yeah, even longer. Tracks still come up now on my playlists, Hiding with Boys and stuff like that come on. I'm like, banging, you know. I did Hiding with Boys as a reaction battle with Brendan and won that one.
I watched that one. I mean? Yeah. I watched that one.
So, you know what I mean? It's still a beloved back catalogue, but just his hoping Sex, Death, and Infinite Void and American Noir were just missteps, and that they can maybe get back on track or whatever, find what their sound is, find exactly what they want to be, because there's that clearly a bit of confusion within the band, quite what style they wanted to be. Obviously, stylistically, they wanted to do something very fucking different to Eternity in Your Arms, and I get that because they were going for a specific story and style. But then, what are Creeper? And that's it. If you held up what Creeper have done so far, what are Creeper? And yeah, some people might enjoy that. We don't. Yeah. Okay. Same time next year in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh yeah, I remember liking this one.
It's the curse of a season, well versed in despair. Each year I come back home alone to find you there. In the smoking garden,
happy as always.
Why have all my ones been really depressing?
True.
And as I gazed into your eyes on that cold December night, I almost saw the other life we promised to live, but never did.
It's definitely of that era, isn't it? Of that Eternity in Your Arms era.
Yeah.
They're doing that thing again, though, where they're singing as if they're 40.
Yeah.
Got lines under my eyes back in 2006. What, when you were 10?
I almost saw the other life we promised to live.
Do love his voice though. Will Gould does have a lovely voice.
He just doesn't use it as well now. It sounds really weird. He doesn't do this like really, really cool singing anymore. He just kind of does a lot of spoken word stuff, and it's like, dude.
Yeah, we were always, I think I can speak for both of us, we were always big fans of him taking it low.
Yeah.
Kind of deep, letting his voice kind of echo.
But even like his really high stuff is super
Really, really
like
impressive,
talented.
yeah. It's very sweet. It's a very sweet song.
I like the name of it. Same time next year. It's like, that's the last one we're doing as well. It's
Yeah, that was coincidence. I mean, I do think it takes talent of a band to be able to just make whoa, oh, oh, like an integral part of the song, but also make it catchy and uplifting and feel quite nice and think, yeah, your harmonized vocals all as a group is one of my favorite things about Creeper. I'm going to say something controversial, potentially controversially. I hope it's not. I hope maybe people agree with me, but I know a lot of Creeper fans don't. One of the things I really like about this track is that it doesn't really feature Hannah. Now, I think she's got a great voice. She really, really does. But I remember when Eternity in Your Arms came out, Creeper fans were like, oh my God, best singer ever. Oh, I just want to hear songs. And her stuff, predominantly when she was on her own, was often some of my weakest Creeper tracks. I just liked Will's voice more, even though I think she's phenomenal and works brilliantly in conjunction with his voice. But it's sort of solo stuff on her own kind of was not that appealing to me. So for me, like not having her on this track, at least I don't think she is. I think she might be obviously part of harmonized vocals and things like that, but like not as a singer the way Will Gould is, I quite like. And I realized, like I said, it sounds like you already know, if you're an idiot Creeper fan, you're already hitting the keyboard calling me fucking sexist or something stupid like that, as if I slammed her. I'm literally saying she's wonderful, an amazing singer and an incredibly talented keyboard player and musician, an integral part of Creeper. But as a personal choice, her voice doesn't always work that well for me. So that's kind of a positive for this song. But overall, it's a very catchy, very melodramatic. That's the word that comes to mind, melodramatic. Like we know exactly what we're doing here. The message is solid. The message is fine. You said it. Call it complete and utter coincidence that this is the last track we're doing of these videos for 2021 Christmas. That at the same time next year. Yeah, same time next year. Your thoughts?
I really like it. It's nice. It's kind of sweet. It feels very final for the year.
Yeah,
it's nice. It's like bringing people together, that kind of thing. With like it's like everybody doing it, you know.
Yeah,
I like it. It's cute.
You can almost imagine a final sort of Christmas party to wrap up of the year, and that's the last song that comes on it. It's because I was wondering, is it the last track on the EP? But it's not. It's actually the first.
That's weird.
I kind of forgot the EP is just that and two covers. And it's Fairy Tale of New York, The Pogues, and Blue Christmas, Elvis Presley. And for the love of God, stop trying to cover Elvis Presley, people. You can't do it. Nobody can do it. Elvis's unique voice. Just don't bother. You know what I mean?
Don't.
Just don't. But it is a great Creeper song, and it's just one of those. It kind of gives me almost nostalgic memories. Like I think I'm going to come off this video, and I'm going to go make some dinner, feed my cat, and I'm going to put Eternity in Your Arms on just because it's kind of made me go, yeah, Creeper. I just want to be reminded of when I love this band. And if you followed us for a couple of years, you probably know I went for a period where I couldn't make up my mind for ages whether or not I liked this band, even though I ended up listening to all their EPs, the full album, Eternity, and then seeing the band live at the Electric Ballroom with Dan.
We saw them 3 times that year.
Yeah. And eventually I decided, no. I think this band are great. Love what they're doing. Really excited to see their growth. And it's such a shame that these days it just kind of feels like they're no, but nobody's to me at the moment. Like, I'm just not interested. If they said to me tomorrow, Creeper have released a new song or a new album, well, we just saw it with American Noir. That's a new EP that I've given no time to. I have to make sure that, but like, it's annoying. I really wanted to stay on board with this band. I wanted to stay on the train. And this Christmas EP helped me stay on it, even though I don't like the song Fairy Tale of New York. I think Creeper do a decent version of it, enough that it still keeps me going on. But like that track there, like that's just a strong Creeper track.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that American Noir EP came out in August. It came out before we went to Bloodstock.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. And like, so the joke was, a month later, we were at Slam Dunk in September in Leeds, sitting on the grass. I think we were eating pizza at the time they were playing. Yeah. And I think we caught the last 3 songs, or maybe it was only like the last 2, but it was
a little bit.
Yeah, enough that we were like, and I think we were kind of caught at it. I think they went from Infinite Void and then went into, it was the finale of the album.
I Choose to Live.
Yeah, I Choose to Live. I remember now. We were like, awesome. At least we get to hear that. Yeah. And that's kind of what they ended on. I remember. Yeah. So it's not like, I think we would both agree on this. If Creeper released an album tomorrow that hooked us both again, that we both were like, yeah, that's a really good Creeper album, would both be solidly back on that train, like happy enough to pretend and ignore Infinite Void completely and say, you know what? Don't always, not every band bats 1,000. You know what I mean? Not every band knocks it out of the park. I love many bands that have done albums I don't care for. Creeper's next album is going to be super important to us.
It's this whole thing of I genuinely wish them the best from the bottom of my heart, but I can't get behind. Sex, Death, and the Infinite Void. There's a couple songs on it that I can like put on and I'll listen to. American Noir, there is nothing there for me. And I really, really hope they make the right decisions going forward. And I would like to get back on that train. It's just for the moment, I can't, because everything they're releasing is shit.
Now, a Creeper fan's going to want to say these words, right? They're going to say something along the lines of, what you actually hope is that they go and they do something you like. Here's the thing, Creeper fan. Think of this. Remember the buzz and hype that surrounded Eternity in Your Arms. Tell me, as a Creeper fan, true to your heart, was there even close to the same buzz about Infinite Void, or did that album just come and disappear? Now, you can blame COVID, you can blame the coronavirus, you can blame all of that, but many other bands suffered the same thing and still did better. That album came out and disappeared quicker than it ever should have.
I interact with a lot of Creeper spaces and I still saw barely anything about it. Think about it. In 2017, we went from watching them sell out the Electric Ballroom to then selling out Shepherd's Bush at the end of the year, which Sleep Token just did, you know? A band that I think are way bigger than Creeper at the minute.
Yeah,
anyway.
I would argue that as well.
Creeper were selling out Shepherd's Bush. They could have done the Roundhouse, I reckon. I don't think they'll be able to do that now.
Oh, this is a good conversation. I love these kind of conversations where we are saying what could be controversial things to a Creeper fan, but we're coming from a place of love. But you said it already, we wish this band the best. We're just not on board at the moment, but any possible chance to get back on board, we will both snap up with eager hands. And I would still be excited if I'm at a festival, Slam Dunk for 2022 and Creeper get announced for it. I'm going to be like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
like,
same.
Happy with that. Exactly, you know? So we mean, like I said, it's just, we've gone completely off track about this specific song because we've now just talked about Creeper. But it is just a nice reminder of when I believe this band were at their best. What do you think? Do you agree with anything we said, or do you just want to rage at us in the comments? Guess what? We don't care. Crack on. Let us know what you think. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?